Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. I'm so excited for this video. I think it's so fun. Today we're going to be doing two things. Today we're going to be building my TBR cart, and then we're going to be letting my TBR jar prompts choose my February TBR. And I'm so excited for this video. We kind of have a lot to do. Not a lot to do, but we have some fun activities to do today. My book situation right now is that I just have like a book wall kind of going on, book wall situation kind of going on right now. And not to say that it's bad or anything, but it's like kind of leaning to the side, and like just my dog likes to sniff my books and everything like that, so I kind of just want to get them off the floor as soon as I can. And the first step is doing my TBR cart. I should be getting my bookshelves by the end of this month, so that's going to be like a whole separate video. We're going to build that together and everything, but the first step is building my TBR cart. I've never had a TBR cart before. This is my first time ever having a TBR cart, and there's a lot of books on my TBR, and I never know now what to read, which is why I'm doing the TBR jar prompts to help me hopefully kind of narrow my decisions down, because I have like 20 plus books to choose from. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start building my TBR cart, and then we're gonna get into the main part of the video, which is picking out my TBR for the month of February. So I'm super excited, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. We'll see if I can actually put this together, because I am not the best at building things. So we're done building our TBR cart and I'm so happy with it. I think it looks so freaking good. I'm so excited to fill this bottom shelf up and get more books to read. I already have too many books to read, but I always want more. We're gonna fill this bottom shelf up eventually, but I'm so excited for the second part of this video, which is gonna be picking our February TBR with our TBR jar prompts. And I am just so excited. I'm a little nervous. I think I'm gonna pick about 7 or 8 books maybe. Am I gonna read 7 or 8 books in the month of February? I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, but I don't know. We'll see. The first one is gonna be a book with chapter titles. I'm not sure. We're gonna go through these and see which ones have chapter titles. These are all the books that I have that have chapter titles. We have Lightlark and Nightbane, and then we have Ruthless Vows, and then we have Fourth Wing. I don't know if I'm really gonna count Fourth Wing because they're not really chapter titles. It's just that they have quotes on every chapter title and not like an actual chapter title. So I don't think I'm gonna go with Fourth Wing. Out of these 3 books, Divine Rivals is the one I want to read the most, so I think I'm going to go with Divine Rivals for this one and put Lightlark and Nightbane back. Next is going to be book with an illustrated cover. We also have Wildfire, so that's exciting. And then we have Check and Mate. Yeah, I think that's all I have that's like illustrated covers where it's like a drawn cover. I'm either going to go with Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, or I'm gonna go with Wildfire by Hannah Grace. And honestly, out of the 2, I think I want to read Check and Mate. I love Hannah Grace, but Check and Mate is one of my most anticipated romance reads. So I think I'm gonna go with Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Next is book that everyone is talking about. I have a lot of books that everyone is talking about, so this is gonna kind of be hard to choose. I have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I also have Powerless and From Blood and Ash. And I think those are my top, well, and I have Lightlark and Nightbane. I feel like those are my most talked about books by everyone, if you get what I'm saying. But I think I'm gonna go with Powerless because I feel like this is the one I've heard about the most over the past couple weeks is Powerless. Out of those that I have, I feel like Powerless is the one that I have the most of, I've heard the most about. So I think I'm gonna go with Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is a fantasy book, and I already have a fantasy on my TBR, but I've been on a fantasy kick lately, I feel like, so I'm going to choose this one. Also, there's books back here. I'm gonna try not to forget about them, but there's books back here that I need to not forget about while I'm doing this challenge. So if I forget about them, I'm sorry, but I can't see them, so I kind of forget about them. Next is book with a great first line. Ooh, this one is a good one. This one is a good one. Okay, we're gonna have to go through all of these and read the first lines. Okay, these are the ones that I found were the most interesting lines. From Blood and Ash, it says, they found Finley this eve just outside the Blood Forest dead. Lightlark, bodies fell from the sky like stars that have lost their grip on the galaxy. and Fourth Wing. Conscription Day is always the deadliest. I think for this one, I'm gonna choose Light Lark. There's just something about bodies falling from the sky that's like giving me like, okay, what's going on? Let's figure out what's happening here. So we're gonna go with Light Lark for this one. So we have 4 books so far. I think I'm gonna choose 3 more. 8 is a little ambitious for me, so I'm gonna choose 7. Book on your TBR, way too long. That's definitely, that's definitely these 2, which is Go Set a Watchman, which is the second book to, this is the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. This has been on my TBR for, this has been on my TBR since my freshman year of high school. That's when we read To Kill a Mockingbird in class, and I wanted the sequel. My teacher told me there was a sequel, and so I asked my mom for the sequel. But I feel like I need to I feel like I need to read To Kill a Mockingbird again before I read this. So I don't know if I'm gonna choose this one or not. And then I have Imposter Syndrome and Other Confessions of Alejandra Kim. This one has been on my TBR for maybe like a year now. This is a young adult book, and I feel like I think I'm gonna choose this one just solely because I need to read To Kill a Mockingbird again before I read To Go Set a Watchman, because I feel like I won't know what's going on just because it's been so long since I read it. So I'm gonna put this one back, and I'm gonna do Imposter Syndrome and Other Confessions of Alejandra Kim. Book you loved, read it again. I don't have any books I've read before on here, so we're gonna turn to books that I've already read, which is a lot. And I think I want to reread this one. I think I want to reread What Kind of Girl. I love this book so much, and I think it would be really good to reread it and be able to annotate it and everything. This is about 2 best friends, and they are dealing with different things. One of them is dealing with anxiety, and one of them is dealing with domestic violence in their high school relationship. And it just was such a good book, and I feel like I want to read it again and annotate it. So I'm gonna do What Kind of Girl by Alyssa Scheinmel. And how many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. We'll do 8 books, because why not? So this is the last one. Oh, this is a good one. Book that you think will be 5 stars. Ah! Okay, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I actually don't know. There's a lot of books on here that I think will get close to 5 stars or will be a 5 stars, honestly. I feel like this book will be 5 stars. It's called I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me. This is about a Black girl who does professional ballet, and she is at a disadvantage because of her skin color. It says she travels deep into the Paris catacombs and finds a blood river that can grant her any wish that she wants, any dream that she has. And so she wishes to advance in the dance world professionally. She ends up quickly not being able to distinguish her own lust and thirst for power and more in that world from her actual passion for dance because of this blood oath, blood curse that she's taken. And so a whole thing ensues, and it just sounds so good. And I just feel like I haven't had a YA book that was a 5 stars since I read What Kind of Girl, which was a long time ago. So I'm kind of excited to read this one. And just like, honestly, the cover is insane. Like, are you joking? But I feel like everything about this book is already so good, and I haven't even read it yet. So this is, I think, the last book that I'm going to put on my February TBR. This is what my February TBR is looking like. And I'm honestly super excited. This was really helpful, honestly, in choosing what I want to read, because I kind of just have been like floundering around, not really knowing. And so this was really fun, and I will probably be doing this again because I still will not know what to read come the future. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely stick around if you want, and I guess I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Bye.